If Rigathi Gachagua can have three people like Gathoni or Wamuchomba close to him, then I'm telling you, this story is to do with being branded as a tribal leader will go away. Let us listen to what Gathoni Wamuchomba is telling the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua.
In as much as we advocate for our mountain issues, we also have to be sensitive to other people.
Do you think Rigathi agrees with you on this?
He doesn't have to necessarily agree with me.
Because now,
but if it's a fact,
like you said earlier, he has a lot of sway in the mountain.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But he is not speaking the language that you're speaking.
No, Rigathi needs to realize that he has the mountain with him. He doesn't have to talk much and punch again about the mountain. He already has the mountain. He actually needs to be seen to be more accommodative to other communities. He needs to be seen to be advocating the same energy he's using for the mountain. He needs to be seen to be advocating for the people who are evicted in other areas. He needs to be seen to be advocating for the forgotten communities of this country. Yeah, if really he's a national leader, we need to see Rigathi Gachagua use the same energy and stamina to fight for other Kenyans other than just the people of the mountain. That's my take. He may like it or not like it, but I think that to me that's my approach. He has a very good he has a good way of pushing issues. In our community we say ni kimoda. Kimoda ni mtu ambaye akona njia za kusukuma za kufanya kazi na kupata ile anataka. He has a way of doing things. I wish he can use that now energy to fight for other communities, fight for Kenyans, fight for pay slips, so that we don't have any more deductions, fight for us so that we don't suffer more taxation. But he must also dissociate himself in his campaigns from the mountain connotation, because he has fought for the mountain enough. By the way, the other day he talked about PSAs who are just about to be removed from government. When he spoke about it, William Ruto was scared. He had to spare them. I mean, he's done it. We already believe in Gachagua's energy to fight for the mountain. It is time for him to move out and fight for the Turkanas of this country. It is time for him to move out and fight for the Luos of this country. He has to do that.
Have you told him?
Yes, I have, many times.
What does he say?
Unajua siasa iko na shida zake.
That's what he says.
No, not what he says. I'm telling you.
He doesn't give a clear-cut answer because of the dynamics. Is what
Janet said earlier, when someone shows you who they are, you believe them the first time.
Yeah.
If it's not already on his radar, having been deputy president, that he should be fighting for people in Turkana, for people in Lodwar, for people in the mountain, for people. If he's not already cognizant of that, I don't think there's anything that could be.
And there is no leader who ever comes and convinces me that you're a national leader, and you never did anything when our boys and girls were being butchered in this town.
My last question:
Yes.
What was either the incentive or the disincentive for UDA and Kenya Kwanza MPs to vote for the finance bill and to toe the party line?
I think that's a rhetoric question you're asking me.
No.
Because there are many stories of people being given money. You've heard people say they were given money. It's in the public arena. And people had to toe the line because the offer was just too tempting, I hear.
You hear? But no one offered you.
No, nobody can dare. I'm that person who can never be dared with such kind of approaches, because definitely I will not.
The incentive was money. What was the disincentive?
Disincentive was the Gachagua himself. For the last 2 years when he was in power, he didn't carry himself in the pleasant way that would appeal to most members to support him. He was a bit too abrasive. His language was a bit too off-key. His conduct was sometimes off the radar. I feel, this is my take. Because, I also try to talk to members and telling them, please support us, don't impeach Gachagua. And they will say, no, he called me this name.
Okay.
He treated me this way. I went to his reception, he refused to see me. He came to my constituency, he didn't even greet me, So he also added some catalysm. He catalyzed the process of impeaching himself.
Okay.
Yeah, but that does not mean that we blame him 100%. Of course, there were other actors around that were fueling the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. But may I say this? The same humiliation they served Rigathi Gachagua. The same humiliation God is going to serve them. Yesterday, a mugumo tree in Githunguri fell. In my culture, when a mugumo tree falls, something big, great happens. One big pillar falls.
Okay.
A pillar is falling soon.
Let's leave it there.
In case this is your first time on the Sport Check YouTube channel, kindly support us by subscribing and turning on the notifications bell. We are on a mission to 7,000 subscribers before the end of this month. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for supporting this YouTube channel. Why do I say that the former Deputy President, GACHAGUA, needs 3 people like Wamuchomba? The first reason, GACHAGUA has been branded as a tribal leader. And why do you think those political players decided to brand him as a tribal leader? It is because he has decided, I don't know by design, or those people are close to him are not telling him the truth, that he should not concentrate his political activities in Mount Kenya region. I have seen him in Kajiado and Ukambani region, but people want to see GACHAGUA outside Mount Kenya region and those places that he consider that his friends are coming from. People want to see GACHAGUA in Turkana. People want to see GACHAGUA in Kisumu, Western region, Coastal region, Northeastern region, because even if he succeeds in making President William Ruto a one-term president, the person who is going to be there is not going to be a leader for a certain region. He is going to be the president of the Republic of Kenya. That is the reality on the ground. And he must be in a position to craft an idea that can resonate with the people of Kenya. The second reason, just like Wamuchomba has said in that particular audio that you have listened to, Wamuchomba is telling GACHAGUA that you have the mountain, and it is true. The mountain is gone in President William Ruto's political equation. So there's no way you can convince me that once uko na kura hapa, still bado na concentrate na kura zenye uko nazo, you need to get out of that particular region and get votes from other Kenyans. That is just my opinion. In case you have any counter opinion, feel free to share in the comment section. Now, I promised at the end of my videos to carry out civic education. This is what you need to do. You need to register as a voter as soon as possible. And the beauty of doing that, you can participate in 2 types of elections. 1, general elections. 2, by-elections. The second thing you need to do is to demonetize politics. The beauty of doing that, you can be in a position to elect leaders of high integrity, leaders who do not have corruption cases, and by that we shall end up with leaders of high integrity. Lastly, remember to vote for someone with ambition. Bye for now. I will see you in the next video.